Yo, they said I'm the most hated rapper in the city, right? Like when Quilly said feet on land, like I'm feet on the land. Like my feet is on the earth. Who that? They busting the Yui too.
I feel like half your ops aren't outside. They're in a virtual reality.
None of my bro. They would go kill a one of them bro. They know not to do no like this. I wish somebody. You knew that was me, bro.
So what were you doing that day? It was like one of the most disrespectful things I ever seen.
Oh, bro, trying to find that grave. He ain't got one though. They ain't never getting one. I don't know who that was. Every time somebody been seeing me, bro, they been rolling their windows up. I don't like when they do shit like that. I feel like they be putting cars in and shit. I'm gonna start shooting people that do that. Go check the that's for real. Y'all know what the is going on. Real deal.
Boy, McButt twins. And he lost his Mick brother. I gotta relate to that. I took a little brother.
You hit him, man. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
He lost his Mick brother. Can't forget that shit done touched his top. That nigga dropped his nuggets. Can't forget the young boy from the back block. Yeah, took off running.
What up, YouTube family? This is a Sticky Situation TV presents. Real quick, I just want to thank all my true supporters. I appreciate y'all so much. Sorry that I haven't been doing too much content lately. In the beginning of August, I went to the ER and just been recovering ever since. I have so much videos I'm gonna be dropping, man. I can't wait to get back in motion. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already. I'm trying to reach 100K subscribers by the end of the year. Anyways, let's get to the video. Today, we're going to the city of Philadelphia. The city of Philly is one of the top most violent, dangerous cities in the USA, even being worse than Chicago. Since 2020, Philly homicide rate been at an all-time high with 499 that year, 562 in the year 2021, 514 in the year 2022, 410 in the year 2023, and so far 2024, there has been a big decrease with 173 homicides, which is a 38% decrease from 2023. The drill culture and rappers been dropping like flies and it just never stopped. It's like a never-ending cycle. Philly rapper Abdul Vix, aka Ybc Dul, aka Mr.disrespectful, had just passed away due to gun violence in his own city August 23rd in broad daylight. YBC stands for Young Bag Chasers. Ybc Dul was originally from North Philly but later moved to West Philly at age 10 years old. He claims West Philly because that's where he really grew up at and learned everything he knows and jumped off the porch. Ybc Dul's block is the 42nd Street and Lled Ave area. Ybc is a West Philly gang from 42nd and 43rd. People are dying left and right in Philly right now and it's been happening like that for years. The other day, the rapper Delight said drill music might be the worst thing to happen to black people, and he got a point. I mean, the music can be dope a lot of the times. I can't lie, I listen to some of it, but what drill music has done to these communities in these inner cities of America is diabolical. Ybc Dul was really cool with the Chicago rappers Bloodhound Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom, who have both just lost their lives recently in the streets of Chicago. Bloodhound Lil Jeff lost his life in June, Lil Scoom lost his life in July, and Ybc Dul just lost his life in August. They all sadly lost their lives the same way, back to back. All three rappers even have a music video together on YouTube. Ybc, aka Young Bag Chasers, was started by a member named J100, aka Hondo, in West Philly 2017. J100 lost his life after being shot multiple times while leaving a friend's house, getting into an Uber after shooting a music video by a rival gang called CCK December 5th, 2022, but we will speak on that a little later. The war between Ybc and their rivals heated up when a Ybc member was shot to death in 2019. May 29, 2019, a well-known member named Ybc Josh was shot multiple times in his own hood right by where he lived. Police arrived and found Ybc Josh laying shot on the sidewalk and was taken to the hospital where he was placed in critical condition for 2 days but was succumbed to his injuries on May 31st, 2019. Ybc also went by Josh World after he passed away. After the death of Josh, Ybc started turning up in the streets, being heavily involved in the deadly war going on in Philly. Ybc Dul was the face and the spokesman of Ybc because of him being a popular rapper that would heavily diss and antagonize his ops on on songs. This made Ybc Dul a big target because not only was he dissing his ops, mocking dead rivals, speaking about true events that really happened in the streets, he was also known for putting in work in the streets himself. Ybc's main ops is a gang called CCK. CCK is a gang clicked up by different blocks in Philly. Known Philly rapper Lil Buck's gang O to the 4, aka the Campers, is what the first C means in CCK. The second C in CCK stands for the Clappers from 56th Street. The K in CCK also stands for the Clappers, another set that spells clappers with a K from 7th Street in South Philly. 37th Street, 39th Street, 44th, and 59th is also associated with CCK and beefs with Ybc heavily. CCK is a big threat to Ybc. O to the 4, the gang Lil Bucks is from, always had tension with Ybc since they went to school together back in the days. They would even have fist fights with each other before the beef was real. O to the 4 really didn't like Ybc after their affiliate named Buddy, 19 years old, was shot and killed by Ybc March 2nd, 2020. Buddy's real name was Nifeek Hawkins, was fatally shot at a crowded basketball court in West Philly. Buddy is one of the most dissed people by Ybc. You can always hear Ybc Dul dissing Buddy in numerous songs. Not too long after the murder of Buddy, Ybc shot up a gathering at a park on 38th Street while the park was full due to a cookout. While the two Ybc members shot up the park, a 39th Street member named Sid was shot in the back but luckily survived. An OG that was at the gathering seen that the shooters that day were from Ybc. Later on, one of the shooters from that day at the park took a picture on 39th and Poplar Street showing that 39th Street who was responsible for that shooting. Sid from 39th Street that was shot that day at the park wanted his revenge. September of 2020, a 22-year-old Ybc affiliate BL aka Skill from 43rd Street was shot and killed after being shot multiple times in the head at around 9:30 p.m. in the Belmont area of Philadelphia while BL aka Skill was riding a bike. BL aka Skill was pronounced dead at the scene. Allegedly, Sid from 39th Street and someone else from 39th Street are the men that are responsible for the murder of BL aka Skill. Sid was going at it with Ybc and being a problem for them, but Ybc would be hunting for Sid the same time trying to get back for BL aka Skill. Sometime in the end of 2020, Sid would go to jail doing some small time. Ybc thought they knew when Sid would get released. When their target they thought that was Sid got released out of jail, Ybc caught up with him, shooting and killing him, later finding out it wasn't Sid and the man they killed was someone else. Eventually, Sid was granted house arrest in April 2021. Ybc knew about this and would be on his heels. May 2021, Ybc caught up with Sid, shooting at him multiple times, missing Sid, but allegedly hitting his 6-year-old sister. Sid and his 6-year-old sister survived the incident, and Sid's family helped them move away from West Philadelphia across to the city in Port Richmond, but this wouldn't be for long. September 2021, Ybc caught up with Sid in Port Richmond. Ybc got the drop on Sid while he was on house arrest. Two gunmen went to Sid's location, running up to the front of his house and shooting into his home, hitting Sid and his father. Sid's father survived, but Sid was shot to death. The shooter tried to run away from the scene, but police got to him. The shooter shot at the police, but was taken into custody. The shooter was identified as a Ybc affiliate named Curry, aka 30. He's in prison until this day for the murder of Sid and a previous murder. Ybc Dul is known for dissing Sid in some of his music videos. 2020 is the year when Ybc started becoming really active and making a name for themselves on the streets of Philly, but 2021 was the year Ybc really got busy in the streets. 2021 was the year Philly felt the wrath of Ybc. It is said that Ybc claimed 8 bodies and shot multiple people who survived. January 2021, a 15-year-old boy named Jaquan Williams, aka Q Raw or Q Rizzy, was walking the area of 40th and Cambridge Street in West Philly. There are surveillance videos of Q Raw walking and being hit in the head by gunfire from 2 suspects. Q Raw was an affiliate of 39th Street and the Mont, 2 hoods Ybc is heavily in war with. Ybc claimed the murder of Q Raw and Ybc Dul dissed him on multiple songs. In February 2024, Ybc Dul did the most disrespectful thing someone can do to the dead. Ybc Dul made a video of him digging up Q Raw's grave and tagging him on the clip he put on Instagram. Later on, Ybc Dul went on a No Jumper interview and admitted that it really wasn't Q Raw's grave because he couldn't find it.
Tombstone, I'm digging dirt up. Hey, yo, where the
Kanye, yo. Kanye, where the you at? Ah!
Who was, what was going on in that other video? I saw people saying it wasn't even you in the video.
What video?
The video with the shovel in the graveyard?
They said that wasn't me.
I saw some people saying it wasn't you, but it looked like you. You have a certain silhouette. You got like very skinny legs.
Yeah. You knew that was me, bro.
So what were you doing that day? It was like one of the most disrespectful things I ever seen.
Oh, bro, trying to find a grave. He ain't got one though. They ain't never getting one.
just a guy that we don't know, like not anybody that in particular. No.
I don't know him, and I'm not giving people clout no more. I'm done with doing that.
Everything I said. If Rizzy never crossed the street, they probably never tapped his head. I don't even want the chain when I catch him. I want his dread.
May 25th, 2021 at around 7:30 p.m. Nasir Marks was killed after being shot multiple times on 39th and Poplar Street 2 weeks before his graduation. 30 minutes later, 32 shots were fired at a 15-year-old boy named Kanye Pittman. He was pronounced dead at the hospital after being hit 5 times. Philly rapper and Ybc member Reek 1200 allegedly admitted to both of these killings in his songs.
He out of luck, caught his ass up on that side, he should've ducked. We spin back to back, bodies in one day, they know what's up, we get it done. Get that drop and drop his ass, this shit for fun.
July 21st, 2021, 16-year-old Kaylin Johnson, aka K3, and 18-year-old Tommy Frazier, aka Snipe, were shot and killed in traffic on their way to play basketball. Curry, aka 30, who knocked down Sid, went to court for the double homicide of K3 and Snipe and was found guilty, getting 42 to 85 years in prison. Ybc Dul constantly disses K3 and Snipe in songs. K3's mother would go back and forth with Ybc Dul after he would keep dissing her son. Ybc Dul even dissed K3's mother in songs.
We done bit the whole fucking West, we looking for the ops. Q5 or K3 can't make no more jump shots.
I did. The family of 16-year-old Kaylin Johnson, best known as KJ, do not want him to be just another statistic. They tell me he was loved, he had so much going for him, and he was innocent in this. He was not the intended target, and yet he was struck by another senseless bullet.
Person that saved my life, that kept me off the streets. I wasn't there to save his.
The mom of 16-year-old Kaylin Johnson, known as KJ, says her last conversation with her son, he asked for permission like he always did before going somewhere, to go to the YMCA before work Wednesday, but he never made it there.
At 12:05, my son wasn't here no more. My whole life was for him.
He was a kid that did not deserve what happened to him. Point blank, period.
In broad daylight, police say KJ was with 2 others in a car Wednesday when gunfire erupted. His friend, 18-year-old Tommy Frazier, also died at the hospital. Like many of KJ's friends, his mom, Emily Johnson, knew Tommy well.
But I have a lot of kids because of Kaylin.
KJ attended Boys Latin Charter School, the 6th student they have lost to gun violence in 5 years, and the 2nd in just a few months. An only child, she says he played a ton of sports, including basketball and football, was involved in school plays, with dreams of going to college, simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What I'm supposed to do now, what I'm supposed to live for again.
Nobody's gonna ever forget KJ's name, ever, ever.
In 2022 and 2023, Ybc was still getting busy in the streets, but also took multiple losses back to back. Ybc took many losses in 2022. That year had to have been their worst year. The 2 who started Ybc, J100 and BK, were both killed in 2022, and a few more important members. In 2023 to 2024, Ybc's still been taking some losses, from deaths to being incarcerated. So to sum it all up, these are some of the Ybc members who were either killed or incarcerated. J100 was shot and killed, T.O. was shot and killed, BK was shot and killed, Kier was shot and killed, Reek 1200 is in prison for 2 homicides, F5 is serving 12 years in prison, Curry aka 30 is serving multiple life sentences for a few different murders, Die Fetty, which is YB Dul's cousin, was shot and killed, 1K and Baby Wick are both in prison for conspiracy to murder, Mir Pablo just got arrested recently for homicide charges, and Yak Yola is on Philly's most wanted fugitive list. Now that I gave you a little history on Ybc and CCK, let's talk about Ybc Dul. Ybc Dul is one of the last Ybc known members and started becoming worldwide noticed in the rap game just within the last few months of 2024. Ybc Dul is called the most hated rapper in Philly and also is known by the name name Mr. Disrespectful. He definitely tries to live by the name by disrespecting his ops in almost every music video and interview he does. He dropped a song called McButtons and McNuggets, dissing a man named Uga, who is the brother of an op named Sandy Goon. Uga was gunned down while working at McDonald's, being shot through the drive-thru.
All right, last question. Why are you always dumping out French fries? Feels like a metaphor.
Niggas say, why I'm always dumping out French fries. Damn, you ever had the Ooga Booga sauce?
I've heard you talk about it.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Seems like you have a McDonald's obsession in general.
Because, like, shouldn't be working at McDonald's. He should have worked at Chick-fil-A or Wendy's or something. Like, that's more high class. Like, McDonald's a bad job. Everybody go to McDonald's. Like, he should have worked there.
So you had an enemy who got killed working there or leaving there or something?
He should have worked at Qdoba or somewhere where it wasn't a drive-through. It's somewhere where it was. He should have worked somewhere where it wasn't a drive-through.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I got to get on the YouTube documentaries
Bro,
and
y'all gotta
figure out a little bit more about what this one's about.
On a No Jumper interview, Ybc Dul out of nowhere disses all the gangs and hoods he was into it with. It seemed as if he was trying to impress Adam 22 because before he started dissing all the gangs, he said, "That's what you want me to do? You want me to say something?"
You want me to do? You want me to say some? I got some to say too though. All ops, DCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont. Y'all never got back. No, 44 CB taming y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street. I ain't even gonna lie. The Dub too. And who else? I ain't gonna lie. It's many more. Hollow Hill, Parkside, Bud, Blue for Bud. All them niggas. Is the real disrespectful. I'm gonna fuck who you is. I will disrespect you. That's how I'm carrying it.
That's a lot of ops.
It's more too.
That's gotta be like most of the city right there.
I forgot the young boy from the back block. I forgot about him. I keep forgetting about the young boy from the back block. But who else? I can't even remember. All them niggas though. 7th Street. Big Luke. All them niggas. I ain't even gonna lie. It's the real disrespectful.
On August 22nd, 2024, YouTuber Brandon Buckingham dropped a new video featuring Ybc Dul called "The Most Hated Rapper in Philly." This video Brandon Buckingham did with Ybc Dul wasn't the best idea. Ybc Dul again felt the need to show the world he's Mr. Disrespectful, the most hated rapper in Philly, and that wasn't too smart on both of their parts. For Brandon Buckingham, it's all good for him and good content for him to make, going to the hood in Philly and interviewing and recording Ybc Dul doing too much, dissing his enemies like always, and just acting like a crash out. It seemed like when Ybc Dul was just acting out on camera, it was amusing to Brandon Buckingham. Like when Ybc Dul would say some crazy off the wall type stuff, Brandon Buckingham would repeat it and would have him speak on it more on camera. Like when Ybc Dul said he was gonna smack his dead op K3's mom, Brandon Buckingham repeated it and wanted Ybc Dul to explain what he meant instead of ignoring it and having more respect for a dead person's mother.
When I said I was gonna slap K3 mom though.
You were gonna smack his mom?
Yeah, cause she be dissing my homies. I don't know what she be on. She like an old miserable mother.
Ybc Dul done so much mistakes on that whole Brandon Buckingham video. He kept putting himself on blast, saying the guns around him were illegal. He said he never got robbed and how he's never gotten touched or shot in the city yet.
Shooting people, we won't having
no.
shootouts and none of that. We just chilling.
Y'all can do that when I'm back home. Say.
It's funny, I just jammed a nigga on this block the other day. We really killed a lot of niggas though. Like niggas is not here no more, bro. The hood dry, bro.
So you say you tortured the whole block?
We tortured the whole hood though. Like, everybody don't play with me. I never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city yet.
Brandon Buckingham brought up the song McButtons and McNuggets, where Ybc Dul made a song about his ops brother who was shot and killed to death while working at McDonald's. Brandon Buckingham kept asking him about his ops just so Ybc Dul would go on camera and say some off the wall stuff just like he did, and Brandon was loving it. Ybc Dul would even brag about not being hit yet with gunfire, and a white boy asks him how many times he shot someone, and of course Ybc Dul bites the bait again and gives Brian Buckingham more great content over and over.
You hit him, man. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
And how many times you been doing the hit?
We been doing this shit for a long time.
More than 10?
10 niggas posted up, I hop out, switch the crowd. All them niggas running with their hot stand shoot back, like where y'all glizzy now?
Ybc Dul even admits that his boys shot someone they just seen sitting in a car while they were filming. He kept incriminating himself throughout the whole video back to back. Ybc Dul then brags about the reason why the hood was a ghost town and not much activity in the area was because they messed up the hood.
This where the dice games take place at. We f the hood up. It ain't no more dice games. No, it ain't no block you could go on down here and people outside. We f the blocks up.
You ever think maybe when you get older, you're gonna turn a new leaf and you're gonna want to make like the block better and make the hoods better?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna try my hardest. Like there's lots and shit. Like I'm gonna try to build shelters. Like I'm gonna try to feed. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to the hood, bro.
What's the game plan? You're gonna f it up first and then make it better?
I mean, bro, that wasn't the game plan to f it up. We f it up already. Like
that Brandon Buckingham video was just a big L for both of them. It didn't make you like or want to be more interested in Ybc Dul as an artist. It just made you look at him like a goofy crash out who talked too much. The video definitely made you cringe throughout the whole thing. I can just imagine how much more the people who wanted to kill him just wanted him gone that much more. The very next day after the Brandon Buckingham video dropped, Ybc Dul was shot and killed in broad daylight while he was in a vehicle driving in Philly. On August 23rd, 2024 at around 3:34 p.m., Abdul Vix, the 25-year-old Philly rapper who goes by the name Ybc Dul, was shot multiple times in the chest and hand while in a white SUV vehicle while driving on the 5500 block of North 6th Street in Philly's Olney neighborhood, police said. After being shot, Ybc Dul was taken to Einstein Medical Center where he was pronounced dead at 3:55 p.m. A few days later, surveillance footage came out of the shooting where you can see a white SUV that Ybc Dul was in pull up to a stoplight in traffic, and right after, a white Hyundai pulls up right next to their SUV and two passengers shoot directly into the SUV, hitting Ybc Dul multiple times and driving off. Philly law enforcement later found the white Hyundai that was used in the shooting burning in a vacant lot that afternoon. Not too long after, police arrested a 16-year-old male for the fatal shooting of Ybc Dul on Thursday, September 5th. Authorities accused Aiden Waters of killing 2 people and trying to injure or kill 8 others in a span of 5 days. Aiden Waters was charged with the murder and his alleged role in Ybc Dul's death. The teen was held without bail following his arraignment on Friday, September 6th. Aiden Waters allegedly killed another teen and injured 3 people in 2 shootings days before Ybc Dul's death. Police said Waters shot a 14-year-old in the leg and a 43-year-old man in the abdomen around 9:50 p.m. on August 18th. Both victims survived. Hours later, Aiden Waters allegedly shot up a car with several teens inside it. A 16-year-old male suffered a fatal shot to the head. Another 16-year-old was injured but survived. 4 teens managed to avoid getting shot. The 16-year-old Aiden Walker was from a gang in Philadelphia called Fast Break. They say the gang Ybc and Fast Break were into it until this murder with Ybc Dul, so it's not too sure why Aiden Waters shot and killed Ybc Dul. It is said Aiden Waters killed Ybc Dul over clout. What's also crazy is Aiden Waters was featured on the cover of ESPN's magazine in 2015 at age 7 years old for being a national champion track star runner.
A 10-year-old boy is charged with the murder of a Philadelphia rapper. That shooting happened last month in Olney. The 25-year-old rapper Abdul Vix, also known as Ybc Dul, was killed. District Attorney Larry Krasner announcing those charges today.
He also says the teen suspect is connected to several other shootings. Jeff, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that the country and this region appears to have a problem with young victims and young people shooting guns. Listen, prosecutors with the district attorney's office tonight are urging parents in the city of Philadelphia to search the rooms of their children to find guns there and call the police to have them taken away. This, as you folks have reported, as he charges a 16-year-old with double murder. In a light rain near a basketball court in Olney, DA Larry Krasner reports he's charged a 16-year-old with the killing of 2 and the wounding of others as part of a shooting group known as Fast Break.
A small group of young people in the city of Philadelphia made a decision to hold a gun, to point a gun at another human being and pull the trigger.
The alleged teenage shooter is Aiden Waters. The DA says he's the killer of 25-year-old rapper Abdul Vix in a shooting on the 5500 block of North Fair Hill Street in late August. Investigators report they've linked Waters to a wave of shootings in Philadelphia last month, along with the murder counts. He faces attempted murder, aggravated assault, and gun charges.
It's called clout chasing, is what we call it. It's what everyone calls it, I guess. You're looking for notoriety. You're looking to make a name for yourself.
Prosecutors say the guns used in the killings were illegal and one had a switch installed, allowing for multiple shots with one squeeze of the trigger. Prosecutors are urging parents to search their children's rooms for guns.
Anyways, that's the end of the story for now. Rest in peace, Ybc Dul. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you to all my supporters. I appreciate every one of you. And until next time, I'm out.
Sick got cooked in his house. Quack got cooked coming out. Any block in between Christian and Walton, and me taking any road. Sure that them niggas feel everything I said. If Rizzy never crossed the street, they probably never tapped his head. I don't even want the chain when I catch him, I want his dreads. He lost his Mick brother. Can't forget that shit that touched his top. That nigga dropped his nuggets. Can't forget the young boy from the back block. Yeah, took off running.
Mr. Disrespectful. Who that right there looking at me?
Why do they call you Mr. Disrespectful?
Because I don't get who you is. I will disrespect you. That's why they call me that.
I'm outside right now with the most disrespectful rapper in America.
And we on feet on land.
Block, feet on land.
They in the comments on no jumper till my man don't be outside. My man outside every day, all day.